Shalom and greetings from Jerusalem, Jane. Up close and personal, I want to give you a few updates about things that's going on in my life and things that's happening here in Israel, beginning with this morning. One rocket was fired towards Israel. It was intercepted by the Iron Dome defense missile system, thank goodness. Israel responded like they always do by taking out terrorist targets, Hamas targets inside the Gaza Strip. It's been a while since we last had rockets fired from Gaza, and they say that the exact time that rocket was fired was the time where three, what they call them innocent Palestinians, they were actually terrorists in Jenin, was taken out by Israeli forces when they were doing an anti-terror raid in the city of Jenin. I have spoken about Jenin many times. It is a terrorist nest. So many terrorists in there with fully automatic weapons, always attacking the Israeli Defense Forces when they are carrying out operations, and 3 of these terrorists were killed the other day. So this rocket was fired on the exact day or time a few days later when these terrorists was murdered. So Israel has every right to defend herself and her borders. You have probably heard about this massive way that God is blessing his holy land, and in that way Israel is becoming a blessing to the world, which is also fulfilling prophecies. Israel is going to start selling gas to Europe. Yes, Israel, Egypt, and the European Union signed a huge natural gas deal. So Israel is going to be selling gas through pipelines in Egypt to all of Europe. Go figure. Of course, all of this is happening because of the war with Ukraine. Europe was buying gas from Russia, which of course is not on the table anymore. So where did they look? Well, they approached the Holy Land, and now Israel is going to start exporting gas to Europe. That is incredible. Regarding politics here in Israel, well, we could go to election any day. It's a very fragile, and it has been the entire time, a very fragile government here in Israel. Everybody knows it. Everybody is expecting this government to fall. There was rumors out that Naftali Bennett, the current prime minister, is actually negotiating with Likud, which is the party run by Benjamin Netanyahu. So regarding politics, it's a very shaky situation down here. Will they succeed in forming a new coalition within this current government and we don't have to go to election? Or is everything going to fall and new election is going to be called here in the Holy Land? So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Mostly I want to just again allow me to give a personal update because people are asking about me, and I know that out in public I have been a little bit quiet, but honestly I have never worked so hard in my life, and that is working on me, on my life, on my body, on my situation. I went out at the end of last year saying my landlord is selling that apartments. I needed to find a new apartment. I was fundraising for that for January 1st. Things didn't really come together. Long story short, I had to move to one place, then it was taken right in front of me. I had to go to another place. And then I found the place where I am now. So I have already moved 3 times this year, which literally put so much strain on this body that was weak already, on my lower back and on the knee where I had surgery. So it literally broke my body to have to move all of these times. So I am working so hard. I am swimming 3-4 times a week, which is really hard work. I'm also seeing a physiotherapist on top of that. So I am working very hard and it's painful, but you know, it has to be bad or painful before it gets good. I'm starting to drop a little bit of weight. God willingly, some of all of the injuries will turn into strength and body mass. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I was doing. I had hoped I would have moved January 1st and being settled and everything was good. And then I had planned to travel to Denmark to see my family during this summer for the first time in 4 years. Like I said, it didn't happen like that. I had to pack and move and pack and move and pack and move, and my body is paying the price. So no trips to Denmark this summer either. So I'm working very, very hard. This current apartment is all the way out in one end of Jerusalem, and with my body being the way that it is, and me living alone and hauling home and don't have a car, it is simply too much. It's too stressful. It's too much distress for my body to live all the way out here. I have to find an apartment closer to the city center where my everyday life will be better, where I have things will be easier for me, where I can be more on the ground and get out and work and do the things that I need to do. So I spoke to my landlord, which is an amazing gentleman and gracious, and he's understanding for my situation. So instead of having to move the contract for November 1st, we actually moved it up to September 1st. This means that the place that I am in right now is going to be available for September 1st. It's the best landlord. It's a great price. There are 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, living room in one, a bathroom, washing machine, fully furnished, a small patio. So for anyone who is looking for that kind of apartment, mine is available. I am looking for 2-bedroom apartments, fully furnished, in the city center where things will be more easy for me for September 1st. So if you're looking for a place, contact me for here. If you have a place that could be for me, contact me for where I am going September 1st. I want to say that in the midst of being in this situation where I'm trying to fundraise again to be able to move, my GoFundMe page is currently offline. We were doing a bit of edits just to update some photos and stuff, but when they took it offline, it's paused. They're checking some things, so I actually don't know how long that's gonna be like that, which of course is very bad timing for me. So I had someone saying, what's going on with your GoFundMe? Well, they pulled it off, just checking a few things, and God willingly it will be back online. At the meantime, there is a PayPal donation option, and then there is another platform that's set up in America from some very nice, trustworthy people who named me Jerusalem Jane. And that donation platform has up until recently only being for people in America, and it's tax deductible, but now it's open for the whole world. So that donation platform is an option for anywhere you live in the world, and if you are in America, it's tax deductible. And also, if you live in America, there's an option of sending a check. So when I post this video, I will share the link to PayPal, to the donation platform in America, but that's open to the whole world, and also how you can send a check in America. And I will just leave the address for my PO box here in Israel, also for anybody who want to send snail mail to me. So like I said, I might be a little bit quiet, but that's because I am working so hard in turning my health situation around, which I absolutely need to do. Look, the enemies of Israel, they are always scheming and plotting. The IDF is doing all of these raids, arresting terrorists before they are able to carry out massive terrorist attacks are being prevented in this country. We had a rocket today. There's so much to report about. There's so much to do, and especially with the lies, the propaganda, the indictments coming against this nation. So as I'm closing this video, I would like to be here and to continue to just play my little part. I actually met a gentleman in the post office. He says, "You're Jerusalem Jane. I read you on Jerusalem Post, and I followed you on Facebook, and thank you. We need more people like you." He was from Finland. So I said, I'm just trying to be that one voice speaking against all the lies and propaganda, and I know there's not a whole lot of people like me. So again, I need your help. Will you bless Israel through me? Will you bless Israel through me? Please use the links to the donation platform in America. It's for the whole world. Please use the link to the PayPal right now. And as soon as the GoFundMe is up and running, I will share it with all of you again, God willingly, sometimes next week. Fingers crossed. God bless you, everybody, and continue to pray for this amazing nation called Israel. Bye.